if you're staying home for the weekend, you might as well smoke some ribs. That's what Kennedy said to me. Usually, Tracy and I, it's weird, these are closed. How do they get water in them? I don't get it. Whoa, this has got a lot of water. Normally when we go, the kids don't come with us. They're older now, they have their own wheels. They don't necessarily want to hang out with mom and dad. They do come out, but not very often. So every once in a while when we stay back, we're like, hey, we're staying home for the weekend. Well, this time Kennedy was like, well, if you're staying home, you should put something on the smoker. So Tracy bought ribs and I decided I was gonna do my most recent attempt on trying to make these as fall off the bone as possible. I have tried to do this before. It doesn't seem to work. I hate competition style ribs. They make them for one bite, they candy them up, and it's not the way you remember eating ribs as a kid. Ribs are supposed to be fall off the bone. Now I've tried to make fall off the bone ribs before and it hasn't really turned out. I want the kind of ribs that when you pick up the bone, the meat almost comes off. I've tried a few times before, not quite right. So this time I went for 1 hour of smoke, 2 hours in a foil boat, and then about 30 minutes just to get the barbecue sauce tacked up. I figured if it worked, I'd finally have a recipe that I could share on how to do this. And if it didn't, well, I would know yet another way not to achieve fall off the bone ribs. And then I guess we'd have to try again to see if I can get it right. Let's get to the live action.
Right there, so I don't know.
Oh, you got to do this one.
Oh.
Well, I feel like you should have known. Look at that. That's so clear. The one that's wired up gets punched. Anyway, I'm joking. That's obviously, I forgot that I did that. There is no shock on how you prep ribs. Everybody knows. You got to take the membrane off the back. I'm sure most of you already know the trick of using a paper towel to grab the membrane and pull it. It just does not work anywhere. That it just keeps ripping if you try with your fingers or anything. But a paper towel? Oh no, it works.
There's a smoking out there.
Yeah, I saw that. Like, get you ready. I know after seeing this video, you're all going to be shocked to know I'm not a chef. But I always rinse off my, even chickens and steak and all that kind of stuff. When I take it out of the package and it's kind of sitting there, I'm like, nah, I'm going to rinse this off and start from scratch. I don't think it hurts it. At least everybody I feed says it's great food. So I believe I'm right. Okay. Pro tip. I'm not a pro, but this is a pro tip. Season the back side of the ribs first where the membrane came off, because after you season it, you got to flip it over and season the top where everybody's going to see it and eat it. So if you do the top first, then you flip it over, it falls off, it rubs off, it moves around, and then you're like, oh man, they don't look good. So bottom up on this case. Start at the bottom, work your way up. This sugar from Meat Church going on. And you've always heard apply liberally. Oh, it smells so good. So if you notice here, I'm finishing the backside and I'm flipping them over, and that's what I mean by don't have the face done first, because you have to flip it over and it'll all just get rubbed off. Okay, we get to go put them on the smoker. Luckily, you guys get to see some behind the scenes footage of a near disaster right here. Oh man, was that close. Tray number 2. You know you make a lot of ribs when you're gonna make 2 trips out to the smoker. On at 2:45, add 3 hours, 5:45, and you're eating by 6. What we did here with the ribs is we put butter, some orange mango sparkling water, because we wanted to, you gotta add some liquid in order for it to sort of steam up and create a steam bath. I want to tenderize the ribs. My camera person's crazy. Anyway, I want to tenderize the ribs so that they fall off the bone. I am not making competition style St. Louis ribs. I hate those. The one bite, they're tough. This is weird. They're tough. You have to chew them and all kind of stuff. Screw that shit. Competition ribs suck. Fall off the bone is what you had as a kid. Fall off the bone is what you want now. And follow with what you're gonna get. Butter, I wanted apple cider vinegar or apple juice, but we don't have any. So I had to go with sparkling orange mango. I'll show you again since we're doing that. Sparkling orange mango flavor, Kirkland, by the way, Costco. And we'll see how it turns out. By the magic of television. Now we'll go to the ribs.
Oh my god, I didn't know you could see yourself on the front.
Yeah.
That's so cool, I didn't know that.
That's how I do it. That's why I was like, this is weird. I'm recording stuff.
Yeah.
So when I do the finger thing, it's supposed to stop. But whatever, do your own thing.
You're at 8% battery here.
Yeah, I know it. It overheated earlier. I think it worked there. Yeah, I'm gonna watch this.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm recording.
I guess he's a little
Let's
scared.
see it. I feel like this would make the backyard look massive. It does. Oh, that's great. Mother looking beautiful as ever.
Thanks, Kennedy.
Isn't it funny you
Hello?
can see yourself?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
It's like when Mommy went up there. She'd be good.
Oh, you're so
Good boy.
cute.
Okay, camera lady, let's go see the ribs. You can't see much now, they're all foil wrapped. So we put the meat down, the rib cage up, it's bowled. All these are in here so that the water's in the bottom, creating a steam environment. You see what you're doing here?
I'm recording.
No, you're recording the front. Here.
I'm recording the fucking ribs.
No, you're not, you're recording the thing. Here, it's right there.
Oh, that's much better.
Yes. So the ribs are bowled like this. I got meat down, bone up. They're upside down, in other words, and they are all going in here. What I'm trying to do is get a steam effect to make them fall off the bone. We will tell you later if it works. Now I'm going to snap, and that's when you stop. So, were these fall off the bone ribs? Not quite. They were juicy. They had a nice smoke ring. That was good. Even that orange mango sparkling water didn't hurt things much. And while the bones came out pretty clean, it just wasn't where I wanted it to be. So, were these good ribs? I mean, yeah, of course they were good ribs. Even a bad rib is pretty good. But they still weren't the ribs I was trying to make. The next time, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the ribs on exposed for the first hour to get that smoke ring and get the spices baked right on. Then I'm gonna put them in a foil wrap with some liquid and raise the temperature a little bit so that they can end up with more of that tenderizing process. And instead of taking them off right at 2 hours, I'm gonna just keep checking until they get to the tenderness I want. Because once I take them out of the foil and I barbecue sauce them, and they're done, it's just a matter of making the sauce get all tacky. There is no finished recipe yet. I have not earned that spot just yet. Still trying. If you're a fall off the bone kind of rib guy, and you figured out a way to do this, let me know down in the comments. Hook a brother up. I'm Ryan from Might As Well Guy. Remember, try stuff, have fun. Life is way more interesting if you actually go do something.